Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Archivist Emmy. It's super nice to meet you. And we are playing Metaphor Re Fantazio. This is part 3 of this series, offline recordings, because I am currently in Japan. But I hope you are enjoying this series as we go through it, and I am looking forward to seeing you all again soon. So last time, we had just narrowly defeated Zorba because I quite literally killed him on the last turn possible, otherwise all of my characters would have been dead. And then we fought a giant human, and now we have forestalled the Day of Calamity. So we have, I think, like 5 days left until the next crucial moment, I suppose. So I guess we're going to be going around doing like side missions and stuff and getting to know companion characters and all that fun jazz. So thank you for joining me. As always, I really appreciate every one of you being here. So let's get into it, shall we?
Say there.
So I believe last time they said that I can use Traveler Voices. No, wait, no, that's not it. That's the thing that tells me follower. That's what it is. Maybe? Yes. She wants to talk to me. How do I talk to her? I hear a voice, right? Yes, we should talk. We're gonna go talk to our companions first. What you got for me, Hulkenberg?
Ah, 'tis you.
I know there's little left to do, but wait, yes, that has me more restless than anything. Oh, that's right. Have you a moment to talk?
The truth is,
Lately, I felt great pressure weighing on me. It's made it difficult to stay level-headed. I hoped I might have your counsel. It must be dealt with swiftly, lest it affect my performance in battle. How would you cope with such burdens if you were me? I'd get some exercise, I'd read a book. I mean, I'd read a book, but I feel like she should get some exercise.
I see.
Sound enough? And thus occupied with your exertions, your mind is clear of distractions. Then how about it? Would you like to train in swordplay with me? Your technique is self-taught, I presume. This seems a fine opportunity to start on some of your formal training. I'd like that.
All right.
Let's bond. In that case, we shall need some training swords. To the weapon shop with us.
All right.
A fine balanced weapon, no. 'Tis for training only, but you never know it from the grip and swing. Please tell me it has a blunted edge, because I don't want to get absolutely murdered by her. 'Tis most nostalgic. I once trained with that blade when I'd just become a royal guardswoman myself. 'Twas not long after joining that I was assigned to the prince's retinue, so I was desperate to improve. I was younger even than you are now, and notably unskilled. How did you get... If you were unskilled, how did you get into the prince's guard? I feel like this is humble bragging. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, join a comrade of mine in the dark, and spar with him until our hands were calloused and blistered.
Certainly.
Some bouts I won, some I lost, yet despite all the times we crossed blades, we never did see who was the better. What was he like?
Well,
Perhaps.
A reasonable man, I suppose. So, he used to be, at least. Is this Luis? When interacting with a follower or ally, giving them a response that moves their heart, you may obtain mag, which you can usually acquire in battle. Usually only acquire. Try to be as open as receptive as possible to your followers' feelings when communicating with them. Okay. We swore we'd become royal knights worthy of the title and rise to the heights of the order. We'd be champions.
surely you jest.
Gods above, Hulkenberg, is it truly you? So it is you. You've returned.
Tanth?
Rodanth? She already said it, but... Well, what a coincidence. I was just talking of a comrade and rival, and this is the self-same man. And who's this pup? A friend of hers?
Nice to meet you.
I'm Vines, a friend of hers.
Huh.
You associate with this boy. Disgraceful. What do you mean? I mean, I'm taken aback you indulge in the company of this elder brat. You, once a proud member of the knighthood. Why does that strike you so?
Absurd.
I suppose like attracts like. The dirt suits a fallen knight.
You...
What? Calm yourself, Hulkenberg. The commander of the Royal Knights is well within his bounds to judge your failures.
What?
Commander? You mean...
Yes.
While you wandered as a vagrant, I earned both our share of honors. So I see.
And?
And you? Clearly, you've already given up on pulling yourself any higher. What has occupied you instead? I pursue a mission. One that far outweighs any glory found in the Order.
Whoops.
Oh, of course. When you couldn't save the prince, any dignity you had as a royal guard was well and duly snuffed, wasn't it? I suppose you had little choice but to cling to your search for his shadow. How dare you? Choose your words with care. No need. I have nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hulkenberg. Damn, that guy was rude.
Sorry.
My apologies. I'm sorry you had to see that. Are you okay?
Listen.
'Tis kind to ask. I do understand his anger. 'Twas by my choice that our promised paths diverged, after all. But we cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Vimes, let us fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. That is the path I walk now. I can sense Hulkenberg's earnest faith and deep trust. Yay! Friendship! Obtain a follower.
I have not the luxury of regret.
New ability. Reduces mana cost of studying the knight lineage. Hulkenberg may defend the protagonist from... Oh?
Pardon me.
Pardon me. Begging your pardon. How do you know that fellow who just left? Merely an old friend. You don't say. Well, see you around. Uh-oh. That's sketchy.
Very well.
Let us leave our training for another time.
Yes.
100 drills or 1,000 swings. 'Twill take an unsparring regimen indeed to purge this distraction. Okay, have fun with that. Hulkenberg and I return to the others. Back to the hushed honeybee. You have reportable quests. I don't feel anything right now. That's rude. Okay.
What is it? Amazing. Fancy a bit of info?
What is it you want to know?
Want in on this?
Why, is there an Ishkia in a tavern like this, you ask? Simple. It's because the owner here is quite the looker. I jest. But put that threatening glare away. I make my living selling information. Publicly, I'm just a wanted man.
Hey!
There's a lot of ingredients available in the Grand Trad. Right, if you want to cook something then, the butcher sells... What? Just telling me what people sell? Secrets. Oh.
Just between us.
There's a stall at the market in the front of the garret of the Keejels that sells redgrass. You know, an herb that Fabian uses in a certain dish of hers. Matter of fact, redgrass originates from the region where you'll also find Fabian's hometown. It's not that far from the Grand Trad, but the herb is difficult to find here. For that reason, the shop only sells it to his trusted regulars. Any stranger who tries to buy it will likely get shooed away. But you're no stranger, are you? You already know Fabian, and of course you're already an acquaintance of Grius's. So, if that's what you're after, try mentioning him to the shopkeeper. Get on that list of his regulars and you'll be able to obtain a fairly valuable ingredient. Ooh. Okay, that was actually worth knowing. I don't know that other information was worth knowing, but... Yeah. We always get a flood of guests at night. Looks like it's going to be another hectic one. If you're free, could you lend me a hand preparing the food? If you'd like to help out, feel free to use the ingredient. If you have ingredients, I can show you how to make Seems like Fabian's having a hard time. She's done a lot for us, so the least we can do is return the favor and help her out when we can. Sorry.
Amazing.
Well, I want to go get that stuff
Why
before.
not? What is it?
Map.
All right.
Map.
Let's go. Say there.
I overheard that conversation with Fabian from out here, how you dealt with the human. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone, unless you want me to, that is. If I may, I genuinely think what you did was amazing. You protected our city for us, and we should be grateful. Yeah, tell people about me. I am amazing. Whee!
Oh, I am grateful.
Oh yeah, this guy has a thing. I think the shop's only open at night, so I need to go in here.
Say there.
I hear you were with Grius at Thaniby, and an elder besides. Things must be interesting over there. A friend of Grius's can be trusted, I suppose, but let's not discuss the legality of my goods. What you got? Deals damage to people. Accessories. Wow, those are expensive. Prevents poison, paralysis, hex. That's all she's got. Listen. The world shouldn't revolve around the privileged few who can afford expensive igniters. Consequently, my wares are distinguished by their affordability and utility. Well, except for the rings, that is. They're most valuable, and not easily handled as an igniter. Only a true mage can utilize their power. If you're confident in your magic abilities, why not give them a chance? Can I sell some things to you?
Now then.
Yeah, look at all that stuff I got.
What is it?
I gotta go around helping people, but I need to... A Russant man dropped his mag pouch around here, and well, I'm a damned fool, but I want to cash it immediately. But it ain't raining today. The worse the weather, the better the conversion rates, so when the sun comes out, you'll be getting less. Oh, interesting. So sell mag when it's raining. Or do the mag exchange when it's raining. That's weird. Good information, though.
All right, then.
Let's go up. I'm stuck on this guy.
Whoa.
Getting to know this area of the city so that I can figure things out.
Hey,
Okay.
listen.
How dare they mock me, every last one of them. Poxy, lousy, no good, rotten son of a goddamned. If I'd had an igniter, I'd...
Ridiculous.
This is why we don't give out igniters to just randos. Okay, well, these people...
What is it?
What's in here?
I just can't stop.
Grand Trad Cathedral.
What you need? Pardon?
Oi, you might be the elder and the fairy I met at the abandoned mine. Oh, it's you! I'm so glad you were able to make it to the Grand Trad safe and sound. You took the words right out of my mouth. Don't know what your circumstances were, but cutting through there wasn't a normal route by any means. No matter though. Seems we both made it. The Grand Trad was in a bit of a rough state too, but things seem to be under control now. I have to say, the night market here is incredible as always. I took a big of a look-see at the stalls and they've got the best of everything in the country. Doesn't seem like a bad idea to stock up here and visit some villages. I reckon I can get help from that lot now that they've stopped with their thieving.
All right, then.
Might have even found myself a new vein here, fast as that was. Looks like I'll be doing my business straight and respectable like for the time being. Oh, can you do your business with me?
What's happened?
Looks like the mess of the Grand Trad has finally been resolved, but it doesn't mean that it's all over. The human may be gone, but monsters are still roaming the place. The people of this city seem to think that the state army will do something about it. It's bollocks, if you ask me. How the hell are we supposed to deal with monsters like that?
Happened?
I mean, he's not wrong.
It's so easy to get lost here. Let's try not to wander off.
What? Why can't I go that way? Oh, I guess that's the end of the map, that's why. Okay. Let's check out what these people got for sale. You're hungry, food. Still getting the hang of making this myself, so truth be told, I haven't sold very much.
At least he is... Well, isn't he an honest one? But it's true, fighting takes a lot of energy, so I have to put a good meal in beforehand.
Exactly, mate. Gotta make sure you're not running on an empty stomach. Blue cheese. Sure, I'll buy blue cheese. I'm buying it. It was not very expensive. Much obliged, my good man. Come back anytime. Or it might be expensive. I'm not sure. Is that a lot for cheese? What's the conversion rate? Okay, I gotta get off of this because... Oh, the cathedral business brought a lot of customers. I had no choice but to stay open, so what do you have?
Actually,
These just one things, but lately we've been getting some strange monsters everywhere. And that means people come selling strange meats. Okay.
Dear me!
Oh my, an elder, and one with such beautiful eyes at that. Have my paintings caught your eye? If so, you've better taste than my parents. But I do apologize. All of the works here were commissioned by the nobility. So what can I offer? Aside from my paintings, I sell glassworks as well. Even the sanctors buy them to decorate their churches. My glassworks protect its owner from all manner of misfortune, including illness. Just carrying it will place you under God's protection.
If you might deign to help.
And best of all, I sell them at a price even commoners can afford. So what do you say? Sure.
Can we talk? Glassworks that are against malady. But you have 0.
Thank you, kind.
And here you are. Please come again. Would you like more glasswork? Probably just got scammed.
Grand Cathedral, why? I can't believe it.
It's quite fresh.
Panic at the cathedral's brought in some more people. You there, why don't you buy some of our water? You sell water? Stores MP to 1 ally. Oh, geez. I need some of those. It's expensive, though.
Cheers.
Thank you. Our water's priced as drinking water, but it's useful for cooking as well.
I can't believe it.
Okay. And did I talk to everybody? I think I talked to all 3 of them. Anybody on this side?
Why did this happen?
Oh there.
Easy interest here. Sorry, but I only sell to my regulars. Do you know Grius? Grius? Don't tell me. Are you the one that's been hanging out at the honeybee lately? One of his friends, truly. I come from the same town as Fabian, so Grius and I met a long time ago. The man's helped me countless times. I was quite sad to hear of his passing, though. I think that, deep down, I always knew things with him would end like this. Anyway, I couldn't possibly turn away a friend of Grius, so were you looking to buy my red grass? Buy as much as you like. It's 50 reverie apiece, a 4. To buy 4.
Can we talk?
She's always sounds so, like, skeptical of my buying choices. Great, 4 red grass, then. Thank you kindly for your generosity. Feel free to come again anytime. This is gonna be the shopping episode, isn't it?
Humans. Very nice.
An elder, so long as you're a man among men, it matters not. Our famous mountain meat skewers is a measly 50 reef today. And with the confidence to bust their bellies to scale... what? Bust their bellies to scale this mass? Oh, well, what? Did that even... Okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only one confused. Bust their bellies? What's that mean? Hold on, don't tell me you're actually interested. Actually, can I get stand back?
Come, have at it.
Oh, now he is a man among men. Come, eat as much as you can. I gobbled up a surprising number of skewers, one after the other, after another. Wow, look at you go. Now here's a real man's man. I think I may be falling for you. Wow, your stomach hasn't exploded yet, has it? Great work. Look what you get. Nice.
Amazing.
Well, nice going. That challenge was worth it after all. My popularity went up. I'm gonna become king after all.
Say there.
How did you hear? It appears the incident with the human has been finally resolved.
Really something.
Yes, and I'm ever glad about it. It's been rather suffocating with all the guards constantly around here. But more than anything, it's a relief that the night market is safe now. You've said as much yourself, but it's quite lonely without its liveliness.
Damn it all. Oh, this is damn right. The goal.
There's a map being handed out to soldiers at the recruitment center. The military takes credit, but we're the ones who did the surveying. Mage Academy, I mean. Even with it gone, the combined knowledge of the sages supports the country from its grave. Must have been tough work. Of course it was. But having it stolen is so much worse. They abandoned the pursuit of wisdom, and now look at the fiascos of suppression we're dealing with. I'll hold a grudge for the rest of my days. Talking with you makes me feel it less. Let me give you this by way of thanks. Apparently talking to people really pays off. Fuss, 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 fuss.
Right.
This is what happens when society trades their heroes. They're demolition experts who helped with the restoration like me for ignorant young youths like Luis. What is youth anyway? A sin, that's what. Now it's time to reclaim what they took, to show them how to live right.
Come off it.
He's right, damn it. Without a king like Goddard, they'll send us old folks straight to our graves.
Our time for respect. It's our time for adoration. This is our kingdom. Don't let the youth take it away from us. Okay.
Stinking believable.
There's so many conversations around me.
Oh.
Phew. It seems like the humans at the cathedral finally been taken care of. I knew the state army and that Sanctifex Forden would be able to handle it. Except I handled it. This commotion caused by Luis is nothing to worry about. I've no doubt the rock faces will prove Sanctifex Forden's unchanging popularity.
You are.
So you say, but don't you find it a bit odd that Luis's face is some similar size? News of the royal funeral incident must have already spread throughout the country, and yet it seems many people still support Luis despite knowing about the ruckus he caused. What are we to think of them?
Say there.
That aside, there are strange rumors going about. I heard that the state army has mysteriously collaborators helping them with the human subjugation. Supposedly, they fought with a strange magic that changed their appearance. Not even igniter works to boot. If that's true, then the human and those people.
You'd better quit scaring the people with such meaningless drivel, lest you end up on the gallows yourself. First of all, if that were true, I'm sure they'd go around telling everyone about it. But isn't it strange that it hasn't become a big enough topic for their faces to show up on that rock?
Look at that.
People are confused.
Races.
Yeah, don't worry, my face is gonna show up one day. Soon.
All right then.
No. Right.
Accepting a bounty's not a bad idea, plus it looks like none of the soldiers from your recruitment interview are here. If anyone gets suspicious, we can fake it by mentioning Conklenberg.
Perfect. We'll lie to them. I'm knackered from that Grand Cathedral mess. If you've no business here, scram. I actually used to know someone in Count Luis's private army. He'd volunteered before I knew it. Hard to fathom taking his side after. Hey, mind your own business, Elder. It is hard to imagine taking his
All right
side.
then.
What in the blood?
That hornman there. Is there not a bounty on him? Well, even if there was, I doubt anyone here could do something about it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the captain's gone to the Grand Cathedral. The captain's gone. The Grand Cathedral's a mess. My work keeps piling up. What? You're here for the bounties? Oh, sure, have a look. Accept bounties at the recruitment center. Be rewarded. Bounties are requests are added over time, so don't forget to check back. It's good you haven't found out. Maybe I was worrying too much.
Huh? 10,000 reverie just to defeat this monster. I guess they must be really
That's
struggling
what you
with it.
want.
This one got your attention. It's a request to slay a man-eater Manjula that's said to appear in the south desert of Grand Trad. Even though it is run of the desert, it usually hides in its entourage of wild dogs. Take out enough wild dogs and it'll show itself eventually. The military's short-handed, so this one shouldn't be too difficult. You still want the contract? I'll do it. You're brave for someone so young. Okay, it's all yours. To get to the desert, you go through the large south gate, the gate south of San Lumeo Street. After you walk a bit, you'll find it. Also, beasts aren't your only concern out there. You'll run into a swarm of sandworms if you're lucky, so be aware. Unlucky. If you're lucky, you'll run into sandworms. As for the details, we're too understaffed to give you much, so go ask an informant. That bunch just rubs me the wrong way, though. If you do somehow manage to slay the Manjula, bring it back the rampage at tail as evidence. Good luck, and try not to get yourself killed out there.
Let's do it.
No deadline. Amazing.
Huh.
No. No.
You there?
We meet again, young man. We still have plenty of goods and things from across the land. No thanks.
Bye-bye now.
What's me moving?
Think now.
All right then. Where to?
Go.
This I cannot fathom.
Ugh, uninviting elves to the church at a time like this. The sanctors should know that even holy beneficence has its limits. I'll leave. What business could you even have here? Does it look like you want to hear your very presence is sacrilege against our doctrine? The scriptures tell us that the Elder are a dangerous tribe. They are the inheritors of a treacherous magic that undermines the tenets of sanctism. The church offers charity to the people, but the truly devout know that the Elder are not people. Leave this place at once, and be quick about it. Hey, I'm more than happy to leave you with your hate if that's what your church teaches. Let's get what we came for and be on our way.
He didn't even come in here for any reason other than to get outside.
I'm just incredulous.
The royal army took back the Grand Cathedral, but I've received no word about my cousin. I've no doubt he fought honorably. He must have.
I'm just incredulous.
I'm sorry about your cousin.
Cathedral, why?
She is a thing, but I can't do it until I have, which one is this? Wisdom.
Farewell. Right.
This won't be enough to cover the cost of tomorrow's meals. If only Halia were given a different fate.
I can't believe
Something up?
it.
It's nice of you. You know, it's important to stop and smell the roses, you know. Besides, watching people on the Grand Trent live might broaden your horizons. Oh, wisdom. So what's the plan? Care for a short break?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we'll do that in a sec. Just gonna finish walking around. I do need to upgrade my wisdom though, so I'll probably do that one.
Whatever.
Well, did you find your job? You got turned down at the tavern, didn't you? They told me no one wants some proprietors touching their plates. Pissed me right off, it did. So I snuck back there and licked all of their damn plates.
Haha, now that's a good one. Too bad that's the one good thing to come out of this situation.
Now, how did I wind up here?
Long ago, the world used a hell of a lot more amazing magic in it. Once upon a time. It was my job researching that magic. Oh, damn it.
Oh?
Oh, is that a fairy I see?
A real fairy. Well, I'll be.
Sure.
Look, I know I'm rare, but we need to make such a big deal of it.
I should explain my family has lost something of a history with fairies. As a boy, my parents would even tell me stories about fairies before bed. Would you care for me to tell you one?
Wonder.
So you grew up on fairy tales?
No wonder you've got fairies on the mind. Imagination. No, I want wisdom.
I see.
Oi there!
Now, how did I wind up here?
That'll be just fine.
I heard that Louis went completely mad, and I was wondering what would happen next, but it appears that everything has been cleaned up rather nicely.
It's fine as long as we can live our lives far from any humans. This country will be safe just as long as we place our trust in His Eminence Forden.
Indeed, in the end, maintaining the status quo is the best path for this country. Some of the other tribes complain, but they should leave if they hate this place so much. God, this game is really hitting close to home, ain't it?
Oh, an elder, huh? Well, I don't mind you coming in if you're just gonna eat. Sorry, but I couldn't ask. But could I ask you to keep your head down? The Sanctus Pilgrims won't hide their contempt for the elder if they see you.
Fine, I'm leaving then.
Oh, what a pity.
Right, sorry, you've likely heard that people at the tavern speak ill of others on the basis of their tribe. They've given their opinions too freely, especially once there's a few pints in them. Please take this token of apology. Do come back again if you'd like.
Oh. Ooh, that thing was worth like 650 reeve. Which must mean that's not a lot.
Now, how did I wind up here?
Oi there!
What to do?
Another week, another load of bodies. Tells you how bad things have gotten in the Tradia desert, I suppose. Sending green recruits with no real-world experience to handle it is just feeding more meat into the grinder. If only we had skilled mercenaries.
Now, how did I wind up here?
It's not considering all the folks travelling here for the royal funeral. However, the army's struggling with our scant knowledge of monster ecology. If only we knew their weakness. I heard there's a man in Sunshine Bro who's well versed in that sort of thing. That we'd need to rely on such a person. It troubles me.
Come off it. But
Give it a fool, I say.
Oh.
Sorry, would you mind keep your distance from... No, wait. Are you perhaps the elder who's been frequenting the hushed honeybee of late? You have business there?
Grand, innit?
So you'd not deny it? Oh, I'm jealous. You see, I work in a very high-end hotel as an apprentice cook, but so far, all I've been entrusted with are chores. My dream is to become a 5-star chef. To that end, I've been researching the various cuisines of the city, and the hushed honeybee has caught my nose, if you will. I made the mistake of telling my superiors I wanted to go, but they stopped me cold. If I learn to cook from Paribus, it will damage our kitchen's reputation, they said. They told me that even if I get caught setting foot in Sunshade Row, I'd be fired on the spot. I'm an idiot, and he doesn't even trust me. It's the same dyed prejudice. Nidias are liars and cheats, and so on. If it's not too much trouble, could I ask you for your help with something? I'd like you to go help out with cooking at the Hushed Honeybee Inn and report back to me what it's like. The only catch is my employer has some high-priority guests coming soon, so if possible, I'd like to get back to you by June 19th.
Please, if there's anything
I'd like to learn about the ingredients, what the kitchen is like, and of course, what the food tastes like. Naturally, I'll make it worth your while. How's that sound? Sure.
Thank you much.
Thank you so much. You're truly kind, agreeing to help out a stranger you've only just met. I finally know what makes that kitchen tick.
Let's give it a shot. Come on.
Just like that, you're agreeing to help that guy? But I suppose Fabian has helped us a lot, so it wouldn't hurt to pay her back by helping in the kitchen. From what I've heard, the Hushed Honeybee Inn is really busy at night, so when the sun sets, let's ask Fabian what we can do to help.
The Grand Cathedral, why?
How far? Oh,
No. I've had enough. I've had that still a monster at the Grand Cathedral. The blasted Elder Spawn is still about too. It's all so ominous. We're done for.
All right.
Okay, lady.
I can't believe it.
So we'll do
All right.
Fabian tonight, and then we'll do the wisdom tomorrow. Do.
let's go.
What is it? Amazing.
Yeah.
That reminds me.
There was someone who wanted to know what it was like to help hang with the cooking here. We could knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Should we help out?
You're a big help.
I appreciate the help. Now let's get you into the kitchen, shall we? Da-na-na-na-na.
Next up is...
We finished preparing the fish, so now we just have to put them in the pot.
Oh, right!
The finishing touch is the addition of the fruit as a secret ingredient. I forgot to ask how to prepare it. What should we do? Fruit is the secret ingredient. Grate it.
In that case,
We should grate the fruit and then let everything cook in the same pot with the fish.
Whoa!
Interesting. I'll definitely soak up the fruit flavor if we simmer everything together. Gallica and poured in our hearts into the preparation. The dish draws you in with the aroma of fresh fruit. Let's serve it to the customers.
I knew it!
The customers wolfed down the whole plate. You're surprisingly good at this, Vines. Looks like I did a good job helping out. I feel like my tolerance has improved.
all right.
Look at that. That's gonna need a lot.
Someone wanted to hear about the honeybee. I should visit the young man on San Lameo Street.
Time marches on,
And the news of the new king draws nearer.
Evidently.
A group of corpses was discovered in the Tradia Desert. Travelers aiming for the royal capital, it seems.
You're right.
There's certainly a lot of monsters out there.
How tragic for them to meet their end so close to their destination.
Exactly.
We've received a request from the recruitment center, did we not? Shall we slay the monsters ourselves? Maybe.
Well then,
I hear a voice.
Am I really fine with this? Yes. We'll go talk to Stroll.
Hey, guy.
Oh, it's you. Staying put like this in the day of calamity. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. I've an interesting rumor out of the Grand Trad. I thought I might walk the streets to see what comes of it.
Aye.
If you're not too burdened, would you care to join me?
Sure, why
right.
not?
Then let's be off. I've heard tell there are some drifters who occasionally show up on this road. I can't help but wonder if maybe they're the people I've been looking for.
Stroll! My BFFFF.
Grand Trad's so full of novelty. I still can't get used to all the clamour, though. In Harlia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There's still a bustle of friendship and commerce, but...
But that's...
Young Master Leon! It couldn't be.
Huh?
I know that voice.
Rangif!
Rangif! Is that truly you? You made it out safely.
Wow.
Oh, young Master Leon, my goodness, look how you've grown. Friend of yours?
Hold on.
Truth is...
He served House Haliatus when our house still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Rangif, this is Vimes. He's a friend I've recently begun travelling with.
However...
Forgive me for saying, time has not been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well? And how are the others? Damn, Stroll, you can't just say that. You can't just be like, you don't look good, guy. ...
That's...
After the humans attacked, the survivors fled to the capital. No one could make a living among the ruins in Harlia, much less restore it. Most arrived here with only the clothes on their backs, their livelihoods destroyed, and without shelter from the rain, more than a few have faded away. No, then let me help. Let me find you housing. Well, I would if I had the means. All I have left of my nobility is my name alone. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Your kindness is more than I could ask for, young master. I've always said you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive here today is because your parents had us evacuate to the capital. You mean to say my parents instructed you to flee? Oh? What happened? Nope, my screen flickered for a second. All the more reason, then, that I have to help somehow.
We can build some houses.
If so,
Guess you got some houses to build.
I see.
A bright idea. If I had the funds. Do you have any idea how expensive land it is in the capital? Who holds authority over the area you're staying in now?
An Ishkia Marquis, Lord Hydron.
I see.
A Marquis, you say? Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydron a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant homes for all of the Halia refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is worth much as in collateral. Young master, please, our woes should not be yours to shoulder. I already bear their weight, old friend. That fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy lost in the panic, and I wouldn't have escaped if it were not for you all.
Oh, definitely.
In other words, I'm standing here today because of your swift action. Let me do what I can to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but...
You honour us. Still, I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydron. Devoted as he is to the church, he has brushed me off before as backwater refuse. All the more reason I should speak to him myself if that's how he sees you.
Let's go talk to him.
Stroll.
Huh?
What? You're coming too? Moving forward will be no short of trouble. I'd rather you not add to your personal woes to that.
That's what friends do.
It'll be fine.
We're friends though, aren't we?
You.
Very well.
Thanks.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude.
And feel Straw's deep trust in me. Dun 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 dun.
I feel more courageous when I'm with you.
Warrior Enlightenment. Studying the warrior lineage. Attacks a human type monster. Critical. Nice. You have my thanks as well, Sir Vimes. I have no doubt the young master is in capable hands.
Huh?
Please, enough with the young master thing. We need not stand on ceremony.
Let's head back.
I would have us meet with Lord Hydra without delay, but the sun is going down. Let us return for now and meet with him another day.
Dude, I got 1400, whatever that was. Reeve. That's what it's called. It's called Reeve.
I know things.
All right, then.
I need to go talk to this guy.
But
I'm in trouble now. Give it a fold, I say.
Here you go. I got your information.
Oh.
Oh, perhaps you helped at the Honeybee Inn. Please tell me what it was like. I counted him the full story of my time as a sous chef. I see. So it's all in the preparation. If I'm hearing you right, it sounds as though Miss Fabian is rather particular about the ingredients she uses. This red grass you mentioned, not just anyone can get their hands on it, can they? I knew she was no ordinary innkeeper. As I believe I mentioned, the place I work serves high-class clientele, and the head chef, not to mention the customers, puts too much emphasis on tribe. Just being an idiot, I get a cold shoulder from Clemar and Rogue, nobles in particular. To be expected in society as it stands today.
What in the blazes?
The head chef doesn't want people like that to even see me holding a knife. Probably why he sticks me with all the busy worker and chores. Suppose I should be grateful to have a job at all, honestly. But still, there's a lot of days when I question why I'm putting up with any of this. I just wanted confirmation of that simple fact. I think I've always known to be true, that the skill of a chef has nothing to do with one's tribe. Hearing about the hushed honeybee has renewed my inspiration to keep cooking. I don't know where it'll take me, but I'm ready to throw myself into the proverbial frying pan. Oh, and of course, I need to thank you properly for what you've done. Here, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Mission accomplished.
Ooh, wisdom increased.
All right.
For better or worse, we've learned a lot about this country's attitude towards different tribes. Who knew prejudice could extend even to cooking? But it's heartening to know that people are working to make it better. So we've got to keep up our own fight, too.
Did I have more reportable quests? Okay, so I need to talk to Moore at some point.
Give it a fold, I say. Who else could it
How fine.
be? The sky.
If I'm gonna be able to buy from her shop, I need to upgrade wisdom, which I guess.
Believe it.
Oh. Okay. Whoa.
The streets are packed, but at least it's not a huge crowd as the royal funeral had. Sure. Are a bunch of nobles on the main street and around the Grand Cathedral? I see some Kumlar, Rogue, and even some Ishkia. But if you head to the back street, you'll see more parapets. Guess that's what a class divide looks like. And then there's you, the only Elsa in town. It's crazy how people will say the most vile things right to your face. I don't like it to me. It doesn't really bother me. It's very strong of you, but if anything does get under your skin, make sure to speak up, okay? Let's not hide anything from each other.
Well,
Personally, I don't see much difference among the tribes, but I bet a lot of people would disagree with me there. Increased my wisdom. Oh, yay! I finally got wisdom too. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, fill thyself with the knowledge to discern truth from falsehood. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passion may be inflamed. Galaga and I head home while discussing the people and stores we passed along the way.
Time marches on, and the age
The era
of
of the new king draws nearer.
Abba's Day.
Well then.
Right, I need to go talk to Moors. And then I can go get the quest from that lady.
Oh, I am grateful.
Because I have 2 wisdom now.
This is damn private.
Now, where was I?
Well, well.
You've developed the healer. It seems your assignment is complete.
Incredible.
Increases imagination.
All right.
Oop. I'm vapid. I have no imagination. As I thought. I sensed a sudden light in my mind, illuminating what was hidden.
Fascinating.
Thanks to the research and strength and influence of your archetype, a flicker of memory has returned to me. What kind of memory?
What kind of...
It occurs to me that I conducted research on archetypes in the past as well.
Research on archetypes?
It is precisely this power that could make real a utopia like my novelized vision. Yet it is more than feasible. Yes, it is more than feasible. However, that fool of a king turned his eyes from the utopia I dreamed of. The book you carry and this library's vast knowledge, all condemned by his decree. Ultimately, I was locked in these chambers, shut away in secret, and most outrageously, killed. I've been alone here ever since, except for my feline companion, Plateau, of course. I believed I would die here never knowing who I was. It was because of that fear I immersed myself in research. I hoped I might leave some proof that I once lived. Yet that, too, came to a standstill. And then you appeared. You have given me an opportunity not just research again, but to regain my life. Frankly, I hesitated to expect anything at all. If we saw no developments here, I was prepared to finally give up.
However,
But the miracle of my memory returning has convinced me. This power of archetype. It is the original magic, and it may shake the foundation of all we know. It can change the world. It can change the world, and I'll prove it.
I see.
I can already see we'll make a fine team. As for your part, you'll be needing a power that you can oppose Luis. Let us continue our research further, that you might reach the apex of your abilities. I can feel Moore's mild expectations and trust.
I look forward to continuing our research. How delightful.
It appears that nurturing archetypes results in a deeper bond between you and academia as well. I believe you are now at the point where you'll find use in this. It's an igniter that would allow you and I as fellow seekers to share our consciousness even when we're apart.
This
Yay!
right here.
As long as you have this, you can study archetypes from anywhere you'd like. However, when you have completed a research task, I would still ask that you come talk to me directly in academia. Pressing Y on the main menu as you study directly. I do require your power in developing my research, not to mention. I value the time I get to spend with speaking with you.
Well then,
To change the world, we must examine things from a different angle. Your next research task is to study the heroic embodiment of the gunner. If you haven't acquired the gun yet, perhaps you'll need to form a bond with someone more mechanically minded. I'm sure it will help you hone your virtues, along with other meaningful opportunities.
This one's important.
until next we meet.
Ah, marvelous. Already I can barely contain my fascination. My mind races for the first time in ages. I am counting on you.
Moore's counting on us. I got this, Moore. I'll become the best student you've ever had.
Oh, interesting. Brawler. Knight. Warrior. Knight. Didn't she already learn? Does she already? Oh, she doesn't have. Wait, Knight? What is this one? Healer.
I
Give her the
see.
brawler.
Fascinating. This right here. All right?
How much do I have? Okay.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Go, Hulkenberg! With the punchy punchies.
I see. I've acquired a new power.
gonna swap some things around, actually. Equipment. Thanks.
I'll show you the essence of truth.
In the name of justice!
What now?
Do make yourself at home.
Oh, interesting. So they have like a specific set of stuff they can inherit from the other ones you know.
All right.
I've been saving this.
Oh, fancy. That's cool.
All right.
This calls for greater measures.
That's fancy. I like that. Okay.
What now?
Oh. You'll
Let's go back to reality, shall we? So I can go talk to the Ishkia lady, I think.
This is dumb
All right,
private
then.
army.
Let's head there right away.
I think she'll let me do a quest now that I have 2 wisdom.
Back again.
Yeah, tell me about that job. If I put my overflowing wisdom on display, I'll be able to stand my ground with people as powerful as this woman. Da-da-da-da!
Yes.
Well, I suppose you really are more than you seem. I certainly can't imagine Grius would have worked with any normal child. Glad to hear it. Now, I'd like to see what you're made of.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brigitte.
Brigitte.
I run this shop and manage trade of magic igniters. This is your first time in Grand Trad, you mentioned.
Indeed.
Then, what do you think of magic igniters?
They make things easier?
I suppose they make some things easier?
Aha! Situationally easier, but not broadly useful, eh? You have a good grasp of it then. All right, next. Are you good at keeping
I am a steel trap.
I'm afraid that's a secret.
Are you trying to be funny? At least you're not short on nerve.
She didn't like that.
I have one last question. Do you believe in God?
Not the one everyone else does. I have my own beliefs.
In other words, not the God of Sanctism. Well, that's enough for me. Yes, I think there's potential in you. I'd like to ask you to handle an extermination mission. You're fit for the task.
Oh, jeez.
The fact is, our trade route for Ignitus has been, shall we say,
Compromised.
a local
Uh-oh.
host has apparently made the place its feeding grounds. Evidence suggests its actual nest is near the place I personally checked out. I want you to go there, find it, and exterminate.
Exterminate.
Wait, Hold on just a moment. You're asking us to handle something so important? Is that even okay?
I'm asking you precisely because it's so important. There are reasons I'd rather not bring this to the guard.
Hey, is that okay? Can you just trust like random strangers with something this important? Poor Kelka.
I usually prefer discretion with these sorts of things anyway. Especially with groups like them. But if Grius trusts you, then I certainly can.
How are you connected with Grius?
I hardly think that bears discussion right now.
What do you think? Does seem like she could use the help.
You will be compensated, of course, and generously. There's also the option of discounts on my stock, if that appeals. Additionally, rumor has it there's even treasure to be found at the...
I do like discounts.
I'd say the potential rewards are a fair match for the risk.
Perfect. I just changed everyone to level 1, so we've got this.
I hope you've no objections to the job.
Hey.
Understood.
Thank you. You're bound for Belega Corridor. It's only a short distance away from here.
This one's important.
This one's important.
It's here. Just think of the goodies that might be hiding inside.
Yeah, perfect for the low levels. Can I go there?
Let's see here.
If you don't have a way there, I'll lend you my carriage. Not the kind of trip you'll want to make on foot. You can leave the city through the large gate south of the central street.
Okay.
Don't die out there now.
That doesn't instill confidence in any way, shape, or form, if I'm being honest. Don't die. The monster's in the Liga corridor, right? I bet an informant would know something about it.
Well, I'll not loiter.
So there's an informant
All right then.
in the inn at night, I know, but I don't know if he's there all the
Let's
time.
head there right away.
What is it?
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Fancy a bit of it. Want in on this?
Surely out that stretch of the desert is short. That's Tradia Desert. It lies beyond the large gate. Most travelers and cargo arrive at Grand Trad after making their way through that desert. Consequently, there's no shortage of people who have been attacked while traveling through it. There are harassed on the journey by swarms of Valmo and monstrous birds. The threats are too numerous to name, but the worst is the man-eater Manjula. Word is, not only does its breath burn like fire, it also spreads a foul poison. If you fight it, you should be wary of its howl. In addition to being resistant to the heat, the fire magic is ineffective against it. The blaze only invigorates it, so mind your tactics. Conversely, it's quite susceptible to cold, meaning ice magic is effective against it. You best remember that and prepare accordingly. That's all I know. Unless you want to end up with another set of bones bleached by the desert sun, you better know when to run.
Want in on this?
Who told you about Belega Corridor? That place may still harbour some treasures, since many not know about it. However, word has it that deep within is a grotesque Taros, a gigantic two-legged beast brandishing an axe. It's quite famous among adventurers. It hates anyone who uses a staff or a mace, and it'll go berserk if it sees one. Watch out if it starts to build up strength. The next hit could kill you straight off. That said, if you time your attacks well, you can knock it out of its stance and halt its attack. I recommend swift pierce attacks with some sort of spear. It's too weak to them. If you can't, then you want to simply guard. Defending won't help you to escape, but you may be able to survive the onslaught. Finally, there are a lot of Gorbans out there. Those behave more or less the same. If you want to fight them off, use swords or spears. When he says staves or maces, does he mean mage and healer? Guess we should switch it up to be safe. I warn you, it's full of monsters that make the ones in the Grand Cathedral pale in comparison. If you go, make sure you're mentally prepared for what you'll face. That's all I can offer you for now. Should you survive, do return. If you got the coin, I'll have more information. Alright, well I guess we're going to go do that.
What is it?
What? All right then. Let's go.
Come off it.
Hey. Yep. Let's see here.
Ah, we could fulfill a request there.
Yep, let's go. Don't suppose there'd be treasures and other valuable remain. We may as well check, considering we have to defeat the monsters anyway.
Not getting too sidetracked, alright? Our goal is the monster, not the treasure. We should be able to get there and back within a day. What'll it be? Wanna go?
Let's be off.
Then 'tis settled. It would behoove us to prepare ourselves even whilst on the road.
The party at last found themselves at Belega Corridor, once a palace of a small, bygone country, destroyed and worn away by sand and rock. The land is a shadow of its former glory. Now it is home to monsters attracted by its stagnant magma. The party steps into the corridor, as if called there by the lingering resentment of a country that could not stand the test of time.
Dun, 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 dun.
The thing is,
Alright, everybody. You know what that means. It is the end of our session for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining, and we will do this dungeon on the next episode, so please make sure you join for that. I hope you're having a great time, and again, I miss all of you, and I can't wait to be seeing you all when I get back from Japan, so please look forward to it. I'll be playing all sorts of fun things when I return. But yeah, thank you so much, and as always, I'm Archivist Emmy. Ta-ta for now.